We just spent the day driving the new Ram 1500. This is the 2025. So a couple of things to notice that are different about the 2025 Ram 1500 is that the grille is bigger and wider than it used to be. That gives it a more masculine look. They've also raised this Ram emblem up a little bit just to give this a little bit more of a domineering front end. It looks more capable, it looks wider than it used to be. And then the next thing to notice is the headlamps. Here you've got your high beams framing your headlamp, and this kind of helps to tie in with the new electric trucks like the Charger and the Rev, because they will have this design element in there, so it kind of brings that whole family of trucks together. Let's come around to the side and take a look. This is the twin turbo high output Hurricane engine. So there are two new Hurricane engines, and one of them gives you, or the standard gives you, about 420 horsepower. When you get the high output, which is the HO on here, it upgrades you to 540 horsepower. So that's more than 100 additional horsepower. So if you're looking for a little bit of extra oomph in your drive, you want to go with that high output. There you can see that tungsten emblem on the side. That means you've got the top of the line, fanciest trim that this truck comes with. Ram pickup trucks are some of the most comfortable, roomy pickups on the market. And for a family vehicle, if you're thinking, you know, I want to take all the kids, I want to have 3 car seats across the back, you can definitely do that in here. And comfort level is just incredible. So we have a standard tailgate here. This does have a power up and down, which you can do from your key fob on the Tungsten version. And we'll just go ahead and lower this. Okay, and it is a power up and down, so it's very easy to lift. And here we've got a bed divider, and you can see there's little brackets in here, so you can move this as far forward or back as you want to keep things from rolling around in the truck. There you go. And there's, of course, a top on there is optional. But then when I go to put this up, it's almost hands-free. It would be if you use the key fob, right? Then we also have Ram boxes. These are optional on just about any Ram truck, but they are the coolest little storage place for tools, for sports equipment. Some of them have plugs, so you can put ice and drinks in here if you're like camping or tailgating. It's really great. And that's something you will only see on a Ram pickup truck, is these side boxes. Oh, we've also got a step. Let's push this down here to pop out to make it really easy to get into the bed and get those things that you might not be able to reach because these beds are so high up off the ground. Some of the really cool new features for the Tungsten trim, because this is a brand new trim level, brand new level of luxury for Ram. One of my favorite things is this two-tone chrome. So it's actually 2 layers of chrome, and then they laser cut so that you get kind of a shiny and a matte look on there. And this is inspired by tungsten drill bits. If you've ever seen one, they have this same texture on there, which I thought was really cool. And then you've got the leather, 2 different colors in here with this pretty stitching, suede wrapped on all of this up here, and here real leather, real suede. Very beautiful. You also have your VIN number on a special jeweled tungsten badge with all of this quilted leather, a lot of really good textures on your seats. You've got quilted, you've got perforated, you've got flat, you've got stitched. It's a really, really beautiful color combination and pattern and texture combination. Very fashionable. It's like a high fashion pickup truck. The Tungsten is the only one that has a 24-way power seat, and it's pretty incredible. Has massage, but it's all on the door instead of on the seat. So this is something that you'll see in some more high-end luxury vehicles where it's on the door, and each little piece is individually controlled so that you can control everything from your headrest forward and backwards to your lumbar support to the seat. I mean, it controls absolutely everything, plus that massaging. And then you also have heated and ventilated on here as well. Taking a look at this Ram steering wheel and the 1500, we've got just about everything that you need in one place. So this will be for the new driver assist for the hands-on and the hands-off. On this side, you've got your normal selections that will run your driver's display. You have drive modes here for like sport, eco, sand and gravel if you're off-roading. And then on this side is your gear limit, so that if you are using the crawl control, you will be able to do your 4-wheel high or low, and then you'll put your crawl control on, and this will set your gear and speed right here on your steering wheel. So love that. You only have one wand on the steering wheel or the steering column, and I really like that. Some people get a little crazy, but this one does your wipers and your high beams. So that's about it for the steering wheel. Then we have our brand new 12-inch driver display. You can customize this by using, you know, some different screens so you can see different things on there. One of the cool things that I really like is your gas gauge is curved, and so is your temperature on the other side to kind of follow that line. This reminds me of Mario Kart tubes. I had a good laugh. Then we have the brand new 14-inch multimedia screen. This thing is huge, but it is built in and nice and flat with the console, so it doesn't feel like it's gonna just break off or anything like that. It's really, really a part of it, streamlined. We have good static buttons on this side that you actually press to control your temperature, your fan speed. You can turn off your sound. On the other side, your passenger can control their temperatures as well. There are some static buttons on the screen. These always stay here no matter what you have going on up top. So they're very easy to find. You've got your home, your media, your comfort, all those things right here. Very easy. And then pretty much anything that you need to find to control your vehicle is going to be under vehicle or under apps. So let's go first to the vehicle, and you can see here's our camera settings. Comes up right away. This is a really neat feature. So you've got a couple of different camera views that you can do. This is the surround that you're seeing now, so you see all the way around your vehicle and out the back. So you're seeing your rear view. So we can switch it to just the rear. We've also got some front views, front view around. So these are really great if you're off-roading or if you're going through the fast food drive-through and you don't want to hit the pylons or the curbs. I have totally used these when going through the drive-through. So then of course you've got a rear view camera to see what's behind you when you're backing up, and auxiliary cameras that you can hook up if you're trailering. So that's where you can add more cameras. So here's all your main settings. So if you want to come in, you can change whether your auto sensing wipers are on, whether your headlights come on when your wipers are on. There's a lot of interesting things in here. Your notifications, how much you want to be bothered. You've got your Sirius XM, your system information, your software updates. So pretty much everything that you need to find is right there under settings from the vehicle. So if you go to categories, then you get a whole lot more apps, and you can go through. They've got them divided up really nice here. A couple of different apps. So that's where you find everything. There we go. Let's go back to our home screen. So one of the really fun things about this Uconnect 5 is that you can drag and drop. So right now we have, you know, our media, we have like recent phone calls, and we have maps, but I want my maps to be bigger because I need to be able to see. You can use it for the whole screen. We can switch those out. And so now the map is bigger. And so whichever one you want highlighted, you can have there. And it's really nice to be able to switch those around. And then you can also go here and you can add more widgets or shortcuts. So if you wanted to add something else here or add some shortcuts to make things easy to find, that's a huge upgrade from my Uconnect system. Hey Ram, navigate to Starbucks.
Starbucks. This is everything I found. Which do you want? Starbucks, 108 East Highway 290, Dripping Springs, Texas.
All right, let's look at how to turn the Hey Ram feature on and off. So if we're on our home screen, we want to go to Vehicle, Settings here, and then Voice. And this is where you can change your wake up word. So you could say, hey RAM, or hey Uconnect, and you can also turn it off altogether if you want to. So if you want to turn that off,
Canceled.
it heard me say its name. So you could turn it off, or you could change your word. New for 2025 Ram pickup truck is dual wireless charging. So you and your passenger can both charge your phone at the same time without cords. I'll pull one of these out so you can see the charging pad is here. And then behind here, you do still have ports for everything. That HDMI port will allow you to play some video either in the back or on the passenger screen. And then this little piece here holds your phone very securely against that wireless charging, so you don't have to worry about your phone moving and stopping the charging. You've got that nice little center console that moves forward and backward. There's some really nice little things that close up to keep all the dust and grime out, and it slides all the way back. You've got a really deep well in here, and there's a household outlet down in here too. So if you're working from the road and you want to plug in your laptop, you can do that. And this also opens up a small little spot here in the top and a bigger underneath. You can put your handbag in there, you can put a backpack in there. That thing is huge. I usually put my purse in there. We have a digital display for the mirror, so you've got that video look, if you can see behind. This keeps you from having backseat headrests or passenger heads in your view, and really helps, especially at night, to see what's behind you. Let's take a look at the back seat and see just how beautiful it is back there. So first of all, backseat luxury, just as good as front seat luxury. No massaging seats, but we still have all of the leather trim with the beautiful quilting, super duper comfortable, tons of leg room. Let's try out this leg room really quick because this is just really impressive. Just the amount of space that you have for each passenger is really nice. You can definitely fit 3 adults. Some of the design features that I really like that come through from the front to the back is that you still have all the beautiful textures in here. And then the speakers, it's really cool. They've made this part of the design by bringing in the same textures that you see in the trim around your speakers, around your air vents. It's all the same trim and the same textures that they've done on the speakers. So I don't remember how many speakers are in this vehicle. They actually didn't tell us, but the number of them is quite significant. They're everywhere. So you get a real surround sound experience in this truck, and that's pretty cool. Then we've got charging for everything and everybody, a household outlet, USB-C and USB-A. There are heated and ventilated seats in the back seat of this trim. A flat floor for loading all of your cargo. So when these seats are pulled up, you get a really, really good amount of cargo space back here. And then we have a great little hold down console in this one. The whole seat back comes down. You get 2 additional cup holders here. So you got some up here, some back here. A little console area with some storage, notebooks, pencils, and stuff in there for the kids. Put this up, and there's still a very comfortable seat when that's up. So let me get out and show you what it looks like with the seats pulled up, how much space you have. One up. Here. All right. Look at how much space. I mean, you could fit large boxes, totes, crates, lumber, the Costco haul. Everything could be inside the truck with this much space, and that flat loading makes it really nice because you don't have that wasted space of a hump in the middle. And you've got a little bit of storage back here where you could put small items that you don't want rolling around. Underneath of your things, there's the boxes underneath, so you have more space. This is where we keep things like jumper cables, battery starters, tie down cables, or straps down underneath of there. So there's a couple of different Easter eggs on here. Oh, and these also come out. Check this out. So you can wash them out if you want to. That's really nice. So if they get dusty or dirty, but there's that ruler so you can measure your fish. Isn't that fun? Right. I love these boxes because I feel like we can store all those things we need to store without it being in our way. There's your tungsten badge. Very pretty. I love that they just kind of brought that feel all the way through the truck. I also really love the door handles. I was in a couple other trims earlier and they're just not the same without that wrap on there. So that's really great.
Left has a picture of a vehicle. That is the select speed control. So go ahead and engage that button.
Okay, we just turned our select speed control on.
And you'll notice on
And
your
the little lights
cluster, on the far right it says 0.6 mile per hour.
Yep.
In the lower left corner you'll see a 1 plus. This feature has 8 different speeds, ranging from 0.6 all the way up to approximately 5 mile per hour. We'll be getting up to about 4 at the bottom of the hill. So you can start at 0.6. You can start right out at 1.8, level 3. And just when you're going down the hill, just take your foot off the accelerator and the brake, and the vehicle will act like it's a low range.
All right.
Okay.
The truck is going to control the rate of speed.
Right?
Yep.
Over that rise? Oh my God.
Yeah, he said we're going to veer to the right just a little bit once we get over it. These crawl control things are so cool. And check on the screen, you can see we're going like straight down. We're in off-roading and 4 low in the Ram Rebel.
Whoa. Okay. You can't even see over the
We go out there.
You got it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right, now I can see. That's gonna be a fun video.
And we're driving under a boulder.
Yeah, don't bounce too high, we might hit it.
Crazy. It looks like we're in a creek bed.
Yeah, another little muddy spot. A little squishy. Oh, yeah. No problem. Woo. There we go.
That is.
No. As long as you don't stop, it's good. This is a really good course. I've been on events where it's kind of and this is a really good one to test this truck on. So this is the kind of stuff, when I lived in Kentucky, like we had roads like this on our farm. And so I learned to drive on those. But we never had a truck this nice to drive on. We had a tractor or a neighbor's farm truck. It looked like a dead end.
Yeah, it does. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna go down
That's insane.
to the side and just over this hill.
Oh my God. Ah!
We can do it. We did it. We did it.
As you approach the top of the hill, you want to put it to neutral and engage 4 auto again, 4-wheel drive auto.
Okay, we're gonna go to neutral and we're gonna go 4-wheel drive auto. It's blinking. We'll wait for it to get solid. Okay, it's solid. It now says 4-wheel drive auto, so we can go back into drive.
Wow, thank you, Erica.
Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it?
That was fun. Thank you.
Let's talk pricing for the new 2025 Ram 1500. So your base model is going to start about $40,000. The model that we just toured is the Tungsten, and it's going to start about $87,000. So double there. So starting with the base model, everything is going to, for the year 2025, kind of bump up from what it used to be. So if your tradesman used to have a 5-inch screen, it is now going to come standard with an 8.5-inch screen, and then you can upgrade to a 12. So every model pretty much starts a little higher than it used to, where technology and features is concerned. So base models will now have an option for vinyl interiors instead of cloth. So everything's just a little nicer. And then the engines, the base model will have the standard engine that the truck has had before, with the option starting at the base model to upgrade to the Hurricane. Then the Hurricane engines come standard on the Laramie and above. So that's a really great thing to know, and so do the big 14-inch screens are going to come standard on Limited and above, and there will be an option to upgrade from some of those mid-range. So when we're talking about like what is the most popular model most people are going to buy, that would be a step above the base model. So base model is tradesman. That next step up is called the Bighorn. In Texas, we call it the Lone Star Edition. It just gets a new emblem, but that's where your slightly nicer seats come in, a little bit bigger of an infotainment or media screen comes in, just a little nicer interior on that one. And that's what most families buy. They go for that kind of a mid-level range, that or the Laramie. If you're going for luxury, you want a Limited or a Tungsten. Check out our full story on A Girl's Guide to Cars, and don't forget to subscribe.